I'm going to give you a relatively simple framework, a 6-point framework, and you can tell I'm not very good at maths, which will guarantee you success at BCOT and basically get you through all the time you spend here and make sure you leave really, really successfully. I'm going to go through the things one at a time, and I'm going to make you all agree to them. If you don't agree to them straight away, I'll just say them again louder until you keep agreeing, okay? And I'm going to start with the most difficult ones first. So the first thing, attendance. I know statistically, guaranteed, if you attend 100% of the time, you will smash your target grade. You all know you're given target grades depending upon your previous academic performance. If you attend 100%, you'll definitely beat that grade. It is possible statistically to not attend 100% and still beat the grade, but it gets harder and harder. So that's the first thing, attend. And by attendance I mean attend and be on time in the morning. Is that a reasonable request? Yeah. Bargains, and that was the hardest one. That's not too bad, is it? Next, homework. Homework reinforces the learning you've had during your lessons. Just do your homework. That's the second one. That wasn't too hard, was it? Hello? Doing your homework. Is that too hard? Bargain. Would you like to know how to get a distinction in every assignment you do? Yes? Right, I warn you now, the teachers don't love me for saying this always, but they do really because they like all of you to get distinctions. But this is a way I can guarantee you'll get a distinction. Get the assignment, obviously. Do a good draft of the assignment prior to the day it's due to be handed in, you know, like a week or so in advance. Go and find your tutor, show them your assignment and say, excuse me, miss, sir, how do I make this up to a distinction level? And guess what they'll do? They will tell you. They will tell you how you made the piece of work you have done better to get a distinction. And then obviously you've got to go away and do it. You do that piece of work, then you submit it on time, and lo and behold, you've got a distinction. It's actually that easy. All right? So that's an easy way of guaranteeing you get a distinction for every single piece of work. Right. The third one, I have to say, is going to be probably the most difficult for this group. All right? And this isn't meant to be sexist, but I have a daughter, and I know, like most of you, I'm not even going to say if you have a mobile phone, I know that you've all got phones genetically modified and attached to your bodies, all right? And I know it's very hard to try switching them off. I've got to be really honest with you. If a teacher realises you've got a phone, i.e., it rings during the lesson, it vibrates across the table, they see you with the phone underneath the desk trying to do a text, or the classic, your hand inside your bag. Oh, you're smiling like we don't know that one. Right. If the teacher even smells your mobile phone, what's going to happen? There are two outcomes. The desired outcome is the teacher says, can I have your mobile phone, please? And what you do is say, oh, sorry, miss, take out the phone, put it in the hand, and at the end of the lesson, they give you the mobile phone back. Really painless. There is the second approach, which is I call the martyr approach, and probably you've heard of what a martyr is. And what happens there is, the person says, can I have your phone, please? And you say, no. And the teacher says, that's okay. Mr. Bravo, I've got somebody who wants to leave. I or one of my SMT colleagues will come to your lesson and escort you out of the building and suspend you. Full stop. If you do not give your phone over straight away to the teacher. I understand that some of you have these life-threatening instances, such as your goldfish about to give birth to puppies, so you need to have your phone on you, so as you know you've become the proud owner of some guppies, all right? If that is the case, before, that was a joke, sorry, goldfish and puppies don't make guppies, but guppies are a form of fish. If, I should have said that, I completely lost my tone now. What I would beg you is don't be that single individual who wants to prove that we will suspend somebody for not handing over that phone, all right? It's not worth it. Why do I not want phones going off in lessons? Because you try and learn, because they're distractions. You know, those are the normal reasons. The true reason is that some of you have got really rubbish ringtones, and we don't need to be tortured by them. Okay? No, it's about disturbing your learning. All right? So please, so you're with me on the phones. You understand why you can't have the phones going off and distracting you, yeah? Bingo. That was probably for your this group one of the hardest ones. This one I don't even have to mention, apart from about 2 people in this whole room. Passes. You are fantastic in terms of wearing passes. Thank you for that. I will expect you to wear your passes at all the time when you're in the building. This becomes more important next week or moving into the term when there'll be what's called access control and turnstiles. You won't be able to get into the building without using your pass. In the future, we'll have card readers put in every classroom, so when you go in, you just swipe your card and the registers won't be done instead. And that's the way we'll do it. Similarly, we'll have cashless vending, so you'll be able to pay for your food in the canteens using the card. When you do something good, like have really good attendance, and I give you money for that to say thank you, I'll be able to put it on the cards, so you'll be able to spend the money there. And my favourite is, if any of you get into the newspaper with something good, not shoplifting, where BCOT is mentioned, I'll always give you a £50 bonus for giving us some good publicity. Okay? So passes, really, really important. Okay? I have picked up that some mature people don't like having their date of birth on the pass. I don't have an issue with that. If you're over 18, I don't mind if you even rub it out with a pen or something. I don't have a massive issue. If you're under 18, I'm afraid you must keep the date of birth on the pass. Okay? Is that okay? Bargain. Look, we are 2/3 of the way through, and I haven't said anything which is that challenging yet, have I? And these are all the things you have to do just to succeed. This will affect only a few of you as well, only a few. If you choose to smoke, I have provided luxury smoking facilities which have roofs, hot and cold running water, shag pile carpet, refrigerators, and a cocktail. No, I'm lying. They have roofs, all right? They have a roof, and that's all you're going to get. I have to be honest, all right? You're not going to get the hot and cold running water. Why am I obsessed with people not smoking outside the front of the building? I do smoke. You do? Yeah, but not outside the front of the building. I'll tell you why. When a group of you, and only 2 or 3 of you could be smoking, and there'll be 3 or 4 of you around, all having a chat, which is what you do, which I've got no problem with, what happens is, this lady comes along with a buggy, right, pushing the buggy along, and she's a bit, you know, not self-confident, and so when she sees a crowd of you, she doesn't feel that she can actually say, excuse me, could you move out of the way so I can get past my buggy? So what she then does is steps into the road, gets run over by a lorry, and killed. And that is why it says on cigarettes, smoking kills. Right? I don't want anybody getting run over outside BCOT because you are smoking. Is that reasonable? Hello? Is that reasonable? No. Yeah, don't smoke outside the front of the building, please. That's all it was. That's it. And the last thing, which I have to say is the most important thing, and again this applies least probably to you than most groups, is I want you to be nice people. I want you to treat each other with respect. I want you to be helpful to each other. I don't want you to be rude. I can't make the whole world a brilliant place, but I can make this little bit of the world a little bit nicer. And what I found out is when you're nice to other